Hello, this is Sid Cordle, the leader of the Christian People's Alliance, asking the question today, does Christianity and politics mix? And I'd like to start by referring to a passage in the Bible where Jesus is asked the question, is it lawful to pay taxes to Caesar or not? And this is what Jesus says. You hypocrites, why are you trying to trap me? Show me the coin used for paying the tax. They brought him a denarius and he asked them, whose portrait is this and whose inscription? Caesar's, they replied. Then he said to them, give to Caesar what is Caesar's and to God what is God's. When they heard this, they were amazed, so they left him and went away. This passage has been used down the ages to refer to the separation between the church and the state. There is a realm which is Caesar's, it is believed, and there is a realm which is God's, and the two should not mix. But is that what Jesus was saying? See, I think his audience would have been aware of Psalm chapter 24, verse 1. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, the world and all who dwell in it. And also Psalm 103, verse 19. The Lord's throne is in the heavens and his kingdom rules over all. If his kingdom rules over all, and the earth is the Lord's and everything in it, how can there be a realm which is Caesar's authority, which God is not interested in? See, also in the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus said, you cannot serve two masters. Either you will be devoted to the one and despise the other, or you love the one and hate the other. You cannot serve God and money. You see, I think what Jesus was saying is, if you give everything to God, these other things will take care of themselves. See, elsewhere he said to his disciples, you don't need to take any money with you. God will take care of you. Before Pilate asked him the question, are you a king? Jesus said, yes, I'm a king. But Jesus also said, my authority is not from the world. If my authority was from the world, my servants would fight. That's not where Jesus gets his authority from. He doesn't get his authority from politics, but it doesn't mean he was not interested in politics. You see, after he'd said some very tough things to the Pharisees, he then said these words, O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, how often would I have gathered you as a hen gathers her chicks under his wings, but you would not. Behold, your house is forsaken and desolate. Jesus was predicting the destruction of Jerusalem, which took place in 70 AD, but he said he didn't want it to happen, and indeed it would not have happened if the people had listened to him. Now we have to understand this. Jesus was saying the Romans would not have been able to destroy Jerusalem if the people had only listened to him. Jesus wanted to be involved in the political sphere and wanted to change the political events that were going to take place. Now I'd also like to ask a question in relation to Islam. You see, Islam has no problem in taking authority in countries. Islam has no problem in running countries. And as a result, Islam has much more political power than Christianity has. See, at the moment, Christians are feeling marginalised in many areas of society. Governments are introducing things that Christians don't like. Yet at the same time, the census shows that in this country, a majority of people are Christians. Are we losing out by following this idea of separation of church and state, which is actually not really the biblical message at all? That's the question we need to address, because I think it's urgent for Christians to get involved in the political sphere and to realise this is our calling. Thank you.